Hello everyone, welcome to the Northern Tarot. My name's Andy. Today I will do the reading for the 18th of May 2022, and this is the general reading, so please take what resonates and leave what doesn't. Now I want to say thank you to all of your support and comments so far, and it's really meaningful. It's not just about the meaning of it, but if I know your situations and I can keep track with the energies of where you are at the moment on your journey, I sometimes can be able to extract informations or steps for advices and guidance, and it might be working for your situation, so we never know. That's why we just have to try what we can. Second, I want to send my thank you to Lauren Kolinsk, who donated for me. Thank you very much. It's really, I'm very grateful to all your donation. About tomorrow, the 18th of May, what we have. So we have Mars conjuncts with Neptune in Pisces. Now Mars is all about the boost of energy. It can be overwhelmed. I don't know if you guys pay attention, but I've been observing myself for about 13, 14 years now. And most of the time, the peak of energies when Mars comes in falls on Wednesday. So it's like the day that you feel or influence the most with this kind of effect. Now, it can be good in a way because you're gonna feel more energies for yourself, but you might feel kind of like reckless. It's a restless. Not reckless, restless. So you feel that kind of like unreal energies inside your body. Now, it can make you quite exhausted at the end of the day or the next day. So be careful with that. And also another thing about Mars, when it comes in, it will cause you the lack of concentration and the clumsiness or kind of like the swift movement that you didn't expect your body to do. So you're out of control for a minute. So it can cause accidents when you're driving or when you're at work, especially if you operating machines or you are a surgeon. That is very dangerous, so you have to really watch out for that. And another thing about Mars you need to watch out for is it's gonna affect your digestion system badly, like diarrhea or food poisoning. So you have to be careful with what you eat on that day. Now Mars comes in and resonate with Neptune, and Neptune is the planet ruling Pisces, and it's all about feeling, emotion, passion, sensitivity, art, creativity, and spirituality. So because Neptune is in its own house, that means that you can be sensitive over things, or you become very sophisticated with things. Now, it's really good if you're working in a spiritual field like me now, or if you involved in art, creativity, that is really good. So it's the time for you to create something masterpiece of yourself. So if we understand that, we know how to take advantage of the energies at the moment, especially Mercury is still retrograde until the 3rd of June. This is a time for you to prepare for your next steps. So if you put things in perspective, you will see how intelligence the system of the universe trying to create for us. And this is the time that you can, promote your creativity or your preparations of what you want to create for the next month. So it's not gonna be long. It's only a short another 2 weeks until we step into June, and then we'll be back to our expansions period, which is Jupiter retrograde. Now, there's another thing that I actually noticed at the moment is Chiron is still conjunct with Venus in Aries. So that means that most of the people will feel the healing from your emotions, issues or obstacles. So things start to getting easier, so you start to breathe again. However, remember Mars goes in and Mars fall on Wednesday. The issue that I'm thinking here is, now if you remember the Ram, the nursery Ram for children, the Monday child. So it thinks the Monday child is the fair of fakes. The Tuesday child is the full of grace, and the Wednesday child is full of ooh. Now ooh here means war. Now Ma is also ruling war. So when it happens like that, and normally it falls on Wednesday every week whenever Ma comes in. I think the best way is to try and to detach yourself from any conflict or potential or risky conflict or argument with people, especially at workplace or in relationship, if you're in relationship, and also because you tend to be oversensitive when Neptune's in Pisces, so it might cause you some trouble if you don't know what is going on, and just like leave yourself respond to people spontaneously without thinking. You might end up in some sort of like argument that are not necessary, especially if you're going through some sort of like battle at the moment with your loved one or your ex. It's the time that you better just detach them 100% totally, at least until Thursday, because normally after Wednesday everything, if you feel like after the war there's a peace and calm again. So that's what is going to happen. And now we will go to Tarot and see what the cards say, and I hope you enjoy. Okay, so as usual, we will pull 2 oracle cards to see what is the guidance from Spirit. I personally see the energy start moving again, and there might be a tower moment created for some of you if you in the situations that you really comes to the breaking point that you have to move forward to catch up with the divine timing. So it might created through Mars energies when it combined with Neptune's. So there will be some sort of sensitive situations, or the tower or something gonna be pushed to happen. So let's see what the oracle card tell us, what to expect, what are we expecting. The Guinness, the mother that nurtures the present. This card is about changes coming in. So so it's like you cannot avoid what in front of your eyes anymore. It's kind of like the reality, so you see it for your own eyes, and it's also asks you to not about taking care of yourself. Nurture here is about appreciating the blessings that come in for you. Now the breakup or the breaking of something, it's not necessarily something bad, because it can be a blessing in disguise. So if you really know how to nurture and appreciate the opportunities, because they're trying to have you to move forward or to to implement your manifestation. That is the way to put it. So I've seen changes, I've seen things that moving, and there will be a conversations going on. I'm not sure what situations yet, but there's something about you have to start to connect yourself now to opportunities around you, maybe through people, through work opportunities. Something about you have to break out of your shell, your old shell, or your old prisons. Now the prison here can be literally that you don't want to go out, get out, or go out, do things, or it's in your mind, the thought that you are trapped or jeopardized. There's something about the calling of making changes. So they're asking you to grasp the opportunity, the chance to change your situation. The second card, let's see what we have. The second card we have the Maiden, innocent love past. Okay, so for some of you, I can see the reconciliations here between you and someone from the past. But this is not an act, right? I want to clarify this, or else, everyone say, oh, but Andy say that it's about the reunion with someone. No, this is about, I think this is your one of your past life soulmate kind of feeling. So you met this person this life already, but it was never really anything proper. So there's some sort of opportunity comes in to kind of like wake up both people. It might be one side or one way before, but there's some, or you kind of like recognize there's something about the connections that you missed in the past, or this person realized that they missed something when it comes to the connection with you. Now, I don't know if this is about that you're gonna be with that person or not, but it's kind of like the realizations from both parties on the same page, on the same level. The thing is, if you can be with someone or not, it's not about if they are soulmate, because like you can have more than one soulmate, and there's a lot of them. They only comes to help you to complete the task of that period of your life, to have you learn, to show you things, and also you do the same to them. Still the same saying from me to all of you. Don't listen to other reader and they say the soulmate, the Two of Cups is the soulmate, and the Four of Wands is the twin flames. Who say that? It's just about the connections of something more special than what you normally meet. It can be from the same soul tribe. You can feel that connected instantly. And sometimes people are not there to be with you. If you don't sign the contract to be with someone this life, then doesn't matter how many soulmates you meet, you will never be with anyone. Okay, so let's come to tarot to see what we have. Now the good thing is I have the feeling that the energy is flowing now. The healing is coming in, and the healing is kind of like abundance at the moment. So you feel that easier air to breathe. Now the moon, we were talking about Pisces, so of course it is the moon. It's all about your intuitions working very strongly around this time. I have the feeling the moon this time gonna show you something. So it's not about the hidden or the hiding or the unclear. So there is something gonna be revealed thanks to your higher self and your guide. With all these planets going on at the moment to promote your intuition, the challenge is the Seven of Swords. That's what I was talking about. So intuitively you knew that there was something missing or something was being dodgy. So this is about gaining the clarity before you need to see it by your own eyes. So you know more for sure about what you've been feeling recently. So it has been a process. It's not just you know, like just, it's not quite like a spontaneous moment and then suddenly you see something, but it's been going on for some time now, and finally you will get the boost from the universe to see it. I've got another story here. Now, intuitively, suddenly you realize a way to get around something of the situations. If you're going through some sort of battle with other people and they are so tricky, and there's some kind of like guidance being provided to help you find a way around it and to win the situations that you are in. Either way, I think it's both way of explanation actually serve the same purpose. So you recognize what people been hiding or trying to be dishonest, and then you also or trying to be tricky on you, but then because of you realize what they've done, so you found the solution just to pay back exactly the level that they're trying to put on you. So yes, that is what's going to happen. With the energies, let's see. The Three of Swords, I cannot force this. It's the battle between you and people. Now, it's gonna be on your favor. If you remember, I did the weekly prediction for this week, last week. I did say that. I think I even put the titles or the thumbnails saying that it's gonna be your favor. It's the legal process that you're fighting for, because you've discovered something here, thanks to the moon. Now you understand why the moon not necessarily of, you know, like covering something or hiding something. And I still don't understand why most readers just kind of copy each other of what the cards say, because they don't really feel the cards. I think they learn from the books or somewhere, I don't know. Now with the Seven of Wands, that in the recent past, you rise up. You show people who you were. So in the recent past, you stand up for yourself. And I think people start to see it, and they start to fear now. You realized a lot about yourself. You learned a lot about yourself in the recent past. And then the most powerful thing that you learn is yourself is actually very powerful. Your mind is actually very powerful, especially if you with me in our channel, you will bring out all of that power in you, and you will feel like on the top of the world when you conquer yourself, when you defeat your old self. Now with the Hermit, it's number 9. Do you think this reading is very similar to the one yesterday? So it must be the energy start to flow, because the clarity gonna just comes in. The Hermit here is the revelations of the moon. It's the feeling of you realize that dark weapon inside you. You know how to use it now. Remember, I was talking about taking your bow and like, just go because it's your instinct, it's in you. I think that is what you learned recently. So you discovered your weapon is always there. You just forgot to use it because you wanted to be nice. I think that's also the message from Chiron, because Chiron is trying to help us at the moment. He sends in a lot of healings and messages and knowledges and wisdoms through one way or another. But he also very good at battling. He's ready to fight back the dark forces or the corrupted Sagittarius. Okay, and what coming toward us is the Nine of Swords. What coming toward you is actually what I was talking about the Wednesday, when the Mars energy comes in. It will make you restless. You feel the power, all the energy, but it's you can't stay still. The energy is too fluctuating. So that is what coming toward you. But don't worry, because this is for a reason. Because I have the feeling this is gonna be a tower moment happening for some of you. Everything has the reason of it. So the Page of Wands, that is your energy, that is you. You know that you only just being awakened, newly awakened, but you feel that vibe and energy again, and you feeling great. You ready. You are getting ready. You want to see how it's like now. What all the trio that at one time you used to think it was your fear of being on your own, being fighting back against someone or the situation. Now with the Page of Wands, you want to give the message to people that you are not scared of anything anymore. It's time for you to show who you truly are. Now with the Eight of Swords, this is in your environment. This is like, you know that you have you're getting ready now, and you're not scared or fear anymore, but you still want to be precise with the Eight of Swords. So it's like you taking a few moments to breathe and to feel the power in you before you want to take the actions, but you are getting ready. I think the Eight of Swords is only missing one piece to become the Nine of Swords. So only one sword missing, and that one sword is gonna be revealed by the moon. Because when that final sword comes in, you will then see the tower moments, and that's what you were waiting for. So because deep down inside you are the Page of Wands now, you're getting ready already. So as I say, the reading looks like the one yesterday, but it's not, because it's kind of like it must be the current energies of the quite a number of Sagittarius out there of going through this process of battling with someone or some situations, or even a group of people. There was a preparations, and there will be a kind of like some sort of guidance on how you're gonna take it to the next step. So waiting is not a best strategy at the moment, because there's only one sword missing. So we need to find that one sword, what it is about. Okay, so the next one we have the Seven of Cups. The Seven Cups here is actually what you are wanting to wait for the Eight of Swords to release these how I say multiple options of action. So it's like you build up a roadmap of this final decisions to end the old journey, to start a new one. But you want to see which way is or which blessing is the right way to take, and because your plan, your action has to based on the way you feel, and only you got the answer. The reason why I say that, because it's not because everyone say that only you know the answer, because only you know what deep down inside the voice in your head tell you, and that will be revealed by the moon. This reading is gonna be very valuable for many people out there, because these informations is not always available. So I hope you meant to hear this message today, and I hope it works. And if it works for you, please comment in the comment box so I know. Now the last one we have, the Chariot. Yes, you will find the solutions for what you are looking for at the moment. What are you searching? The card is here is okay. Okay, so the cards today look better. Now, okay, let's clarify this. And as I will have to clarify the moon, the first things, because the moon is so vital. Thanks to Neptune and Pisces. Okay, so let's clarify the moon. This is a piece of the sword that you're missing. The moon is clarified by the Queen of Swords. You gain the clarity. Yes, I know you gain the clarity. Of course, I say that since beginning. Now you see why I am very good at what I'm doing. But questions for me is that piece of sword. I still want to know how it's gonna happen. So let's pull another card for this. The Queen of Swords. And let's see, I think this card might be the answer. That's what I'm talking about. Yes, okay. So that's why Mars falls on Wednesday. And that's when the tower gonna be created, because you decided to cut it off. Okay, so the challenge is also the answers to the Queen of Swords and the Tower and even the Moon, which is the clarity on the people or the situations. But I'm more inclined about people here, because there's a Three of Swords here. Okay, so please show me what missing, what created this tower. The King of Wands. That person, the one that, you know, like being flashy, the one only want you for satisfaction, the one that you know, kind of like using the look or the lust, or you know, it's like use attractions, the appearance, to trap you or to trick you. You gain the clarity about this person, and you knew now for like, you know, like for your own eyes that the person was using you. They were playing you. They was being kind of like sneaky on you. Okay, so that is easy for this reading now. We don't have much now to clarify. So let's see which one first, because all the card is not that important now. Let's see the Eight of Swords. Right, what keeps you waiting, not yet, to take an action? The Eight of Swords is clarified by the Three of Wands. Okay, so obviously you waiting for something with the Three of Wands. Let's pull another card on this to see what you're waiting for. I have a feeling you're waiting for a group of people, not just one. I don't know why. The Two of Cups, right. The only reason why you're procrastinating because you still believe this person, the King of Wands here, is your soulmate. Because, you know, like, I was thinking the group people, but I was thinking number 3 is like, normally number 3 is about reunion or union. So you still believe that, or it's not about you not knowing, but you still hope that is still the right connection, so you still trying to wait for it. You don't want to take the final action yet. But guess what? You will have to, because the tower is gonna be created to kick them out. And so that is you. What coming toward you is the Temperance. So you know what I can see here, it's so clear that you will step out of your old shelf. All the Eight of Swords and Nine of Swords is gonna be cleared after the Tower, because the issue here is you refuse to make your own choice. That's why the universe has to come in and say, listen, you don't want to make your own choice, I do it for you. Now that is what happening. It is not yet, and it will be very soon, because everything is just as clear as day now. Okay, so let's go one by one from now on with this is, what is it? It's the Seven of, okay, so the Seven of Wands is you standing up for yourself with number 3, and you're celebrating your victory. It's like your time with friends, loved one, families. You stand up for your loved one, for the people that like you. It's like when you stand up for yourself, you start to realize that you're not on your own. So the universe start to send people to help you, or start to allow you to enjoy more time with the people that deserve the time and deserve the energy. So things were kind of like nice recently for the majority, but then you still have to come back to your battle, because don't forget, you just being tricked into the Three of Swords by the King of Pentacles. Yes, so that person is trying to block all the money and property and whatever that they can. They hold on it, you know, because it's how they are trying to torment you by taking everything away from you. That is what I'm trying to say. But I don't think they can, because what you've got is what no one can have. That's yourself. With the Hermit, is the Lovers. That's what I was talking about. So you've been confused about the connections. You don't know if that's the right connections to cut or not. So that's why you keep thinking about it. You're confused about it. Now with the Page of Wands, let's see what we have. The Page of Wands, we have the Nine of Pentacles. So you're ready to fight back for your own, like to protect your own territory. And obviously, that is the right thing to do, and that is the logical things to do. Now with the Seven of Cups, let's see what we have. The Seven of Cups, we have the Nine of Cups. You, to be honest, this is your fear. You just fear of that you missed all that joy and wish fulfillment, the things that you had in life. It's like your fear, but it's also what you want to fight for. So but doesn't matter what you trying to confuse yourself, because you are not confused. You trying to confuse yourself with the Seven of Cups there, and the result is you gonna take actions and move forward with the Chariot, and this gonna be very, very fast progress in your life. You're gonna feel your life changed 180 degrees with the Queen of Pentacles. Yes, so you decided to be fighting your own battles to protect your own territory, and you learn how to protect. You see the Queen of Pentacles and the King of Pentacles. So this is the battle between the King and the Queen. So yes, you might be a soulmate or karmic soulmate at one time. Things can be good, could be night clouds before, but guess what? Things changed, and guess what? We're living years and years and years, lives and lives and lives, and the universe is eternal. What you want to do? Why you have to hold on one just short time period of a lifetime? And a lifetime is only 1 year of your soul. So why you doing it? Do you actually make sense to the universe or me about what your action is so far? Okay, so basically it will be changed. It will be a tower moment created for you. So before we close the reading, I will pull 3 cards for advices to see what is the advices or extra messages. Three cards for advices. We have 1, 2, 3. Guys, I cannot believe this. Look at what I pull. Is this the same reading that I was talking about? Now gain the clarity for yourself. Take an action. Now the action here, they ask you to cut it off, not just any general suggestion, because this is the Queen of Swords. Because the divine timing is here and you meant to go. That's the advice. So guys, thank you very much for being here and supporting me. If you want to donate, there's a donate buttons in the description box that you can find the information in the description box. And if you're new, please subscribe to my channel to help it grow, and please leave me the comment so I know where you are at the moment, so I can support you through these transformations. Thank you very much, and I'll see you next one. Bye bye.